Hi, hello everyone! I'm Toshi from Japan and tourist guide for foreigners. In this video, I'll show you the impact of the weak yen on foreign tourists and the point of caution. End of April 2024, the US dollar soared to 160 yen, marking a historic low for the Japanese yen, unseen in over 3 decades. For those who visited Japan in recent years, this is a staggering development. Just 3 years ago, it's hard to believe, but the US dollar stood at 108 yen, and 15 years back, it was around 80 yen. As I explained in my previous video, 15 years ago, traveling to Japan was quite expensive for foreigners, and there were discounted prices and services exclusively for foreign tourists. Some of them are still there, so if you are interested, please check them out. However, the Japanese yen is now about 50% cheaper than it was 15 years ago, but this has also caused some problems for foreign tourists. In this video, I delve into how the current exchange price affects foreign tourists and Japanese people based on the actual interview results. And I will also tell you what to be careful about when foreign tourists come to Japan, and the future forecast of exchange rates based on the trends of governments in Japan and around the world. By watching this video, you'll gain insights into what offers value and what warrants caution when traveling to Japan. Please watch it until the end in order to have a reasonable and enjoyable trip to Japan. So, let's get started. Number 1 is impact of the weak yen on foreigners. In 2024, Tokyo ranked 4th in the world's cheapest travel destinations due to Japan's 30-year economic slump and the weakening yen. This revelation comes from a survey by the UK's Post Office. Some foreigners told me in my interview that they were surprised that Japan was cheaper than imagined, and everything feels like sale. And Polish people, who have relatively low prices in Europe, also said, it's much cheaper than my own country. It's a great deal for us. Due to these influences, over-tourism is currently occurring in Japan. In recent times, Japan has become increasingly popular among foreign travelers, with 2.78 million visitors in February 2024 alone, marking a staggering 107.1% increase compared to February 2019. That's the highest figure of the month since the pandemic began. To sum up, although over-tourism is currently occurring in Japan, there is no doubt that travel to Japan is an affordable destination for foreigners. However, there are some things that you should be careful about targeting foreign tourists. So I'll explain them in next chapter. Number 2 is point of caution. As I explained in the previous chapter, many foreign tourists are coming to Japan due to the recent yen depreciation. However, it is crucial to note that expensive products targeting foreign tourists are emerging amid this tourism boom. I'll highlight 3 specific examples. First, let's talk about seafood bowls at Tokyo's Toyosu Fish Market. Recently, they've started selling seafood bowls priced at 7,000 yen, 14,000 yen, and even 18,000 yen. These prices are beyond what the average Japanese person would consider affordable, yet surprisingly, they're quite popular among foreigners and seem to be thriving. Next up, let's head to Niseko in Hokkaido, renowned for its powder snow. Here, you can find ramen priced at over 3,000 yen. Additionally, local convenience stores offer high-priced champagne like Dom Perignon, clearly targeting foreigners. Also, as a supplement, working part-time here is more expensive than working part-time in Tokyo, the capital of Japan. Lastly, let's talk about Yoshinoya, a famous chain serving beef bowls. With about 100 locations catering to foreign tourists, Yoshinoya has introduced inbound menus priced between 2,000 to 2,500 yen. I don't know the quality, but these prices are quite steep by Japanese standards. You go to Yoshinoya and may receive such a menu. However, don't worry, you can still order from their regular menu. I'm not defending Japan, but from a neutral standpoint. It's worth noting that similar practices exist in other countries. For instance, entrance fees at Singapore's Gardens by the Bay, Hawaii's Diamond Head, or Thailand's Wat Pho Temple all differentiate prices for locals and foreigners. Currently, in Japan, pricing strategies solely try to avoid overt resentment, such as highlighting recommended items on menus or selectively increasing prices in areas with a high foreign visitor influx, like Niseko in Hokkaido. However, there's a possibility of more explicit distinctions in the future, akin to other countries. I'll let you know as soon as there are any updates, so please subscribe my channel. I also explained other tourist traps targeted at foreign tourists in my previous video, so please check it out. Number 3 is impact of the weak yen on Japanese. In the previous section, I discussed the impact of rapid yen depreciation on foreign visitors to Japan. Now, let's talk about how this affects Japanese residents. Understanding the current situation of Japanese residents can provide valuable insights when interacting with them during your travels in Japan. Japanese people are actually facing quite challenging circumstances. Japan heavily relies on imports, and Japanese citizens are constantly grappling with the rising prices of imported goods. For example, iPhones have experienced third highest price hikes globally in the past 2 years. Moreover, due to the yen depreciation, overseas travel has become 50% more expensive compared to pre-pandemic times, making it difficult for Japanese people to travel abroad. As a result, domestic travel demand has surged, contributing to the acceleration of over-tourism, as we explained in a previous video. Therefore, in my previous video, I explained the timing to avoid visiting Japan and the strategies to cope with over-tourism, so please check it out. Number 4 is future prospects. As mentioned in my previous video, I believe that the current trend of yen depreciation is likely to continue for a while. Several factors contribute to this yen depreciation, but generally, it's driven by differences in interest rates between currencies. The Bank of Japan announced a rate hike in March 2024, but it was not a big increase. In addition, due to the global situation, it was announced that interest rate cuts in other countries, including the United States, would be postponed. As a result, the interest rate gap between Japan and other countries is expected to continue, and the yen's depreciation is expected to continue further. As I explained in Chapter 1, this is a positive effect for foreign tourists. Whether exploring the bustling streets of Tokyo, the serene temples of Kyoto, or the vibrant markets of Osaka, everything Japan has to offer can now be enjoyed at a 40% discount. For foreign travelers, this yen depreciation presents a fantastic opportunity to explore Japan at affordable prices. Don't miss out on this incredible chance to explore Japan. How was the impact of the weak yen on foreign tourists and the point of caution? Please share your thoughts in the comment section. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and like button. See you in my next video. Bye!